Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be doing my Adelaide vs Carlton round 5 gather round AFL fantasy review, and let's look at how Adelaide absolutely destroyed Carlton and really showed that Carlton are not going to be the real deal this year, I don't think. So before we get into it, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So first off, as you can see, the one that I was so annoyed about, you could probably, I don't know if I did post on my Twitter or not, but I was really disappointed that I didn't go for Dawson. Dawson, 133, he slowed down quite a lot. He was on, 92 at halftime, I want to say. 92. He was actually at 96 before the stats keeper realized that they gave a tackle for one that the guy just got a disposal for. I thought that he was pretty lucky to even hold 92 at that point. I thought he was going to go down to 84, 80 odd because of the way that they were counting tackles in this game. And then he just had a pretty horrific second half. So 133, I said at the start of the last quarter, I think it was, when he was on 115 or so, I said I'll be happy if he scores a 130 at this point, or a 140, considering his vice captaincy was only 4.7%, so he probably had in 4.75, I think it was, and captaincy was probably some people being not the smartest, so he probably ended up close to about 5% overall that people are going to take this score. So that's not the end of the world, and I just need Sheasel or Green to go big and return serve, I guess. So it does suck that I have him here, but if you've been keeping track like me with all the guys that I did mention so far, in terms of players that I thought would be a good replacement, Rioli didn't get there. Weller didn't have a good game, so already two other guys here that I was trying to make up cash, I guess, for. Didn't have a good game, so it means that I didn't fall further behind trying to catch up with Dawson. Laird really did really well, but he's going to drop another, probably 10-15k, and if we look at Rory Laird's, the good thing about Rory Laird now is he might have hit the bottom out price here. He might have hit bottom out at around 900k, so I'm probably going to be able to jump on Rory Laird in a couple weeks' time when I start upgrading Warple, because so that's something I'm really looking into, especially getting Rory Laird, as I think he could go on one of those ridiculous runs, and I want to catch it just before he starts to go to a ridiculous price. Fogarty, really good score. Didn't expect it from him. He did kick 5 though. And then there was, is this Chance Jones, I think? He had a ridiculous game. I actually mentioned it in a group chat, like, what are your thoughts on Chance Jones? And he said no. And I wish I had picked him up now, because he's going to go up to 500k and be quite a good scorer. And I need actually to go to DFS Australia to show you, I guess, the performance of some of these guys. So if we go to CBAs, I think it will show. That's what I need. And then so Rochelle is Dodie, good. From him, I don't reckon I'll go for him though, just because he's averaging 58, and Jones is only really averaging less than about 90 because he had a sub appearance, but he's not going to be sub anymore. Rochelle, really good. And if we look here, Rochelle, he's gone and had 53, 36, 58. So since round 2, he's had increased CBAs. And I think if he can hold a 40 average, he'll average 90 or so. And that'll be really good for him. And that will be a guy that I think I can slowly slide down the ranks and just hold it at F6 the whole season, really. And he might even get mid status, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think he will, but we'll have to see his splits. Am I able to see his splits in here? I probably won't be able to see his splits. AFL, what's he got? Defensive mid forward. So we really need to see. He might actually get it now, thinking about it. He might just sneak in there, but I don't know the actual percentages, so we'll have to wait and see with that. Miller, another good game, but not going for him just due to his past games. Walker, another good game, but he kicked a lot of goals. O'Brien looked really on top in the contest, and I thought he was going to get good hit out points, but he just didn't do enough around the ground to get the points up. Smith, no right score. Keys carried by 3 goals, I think it was in the end. 1, 2, and 3. Yep, 3 goals. And then no one else here really did anything. I'm happy I didn't go for McElhaney, as 50 points wouldn't have really done the best for me, even though he has a low break even. And Pedler did well for people who had him. He looked really on fire at the start here. Like, if we look at here, 35 in the first, and I thought, oh no, is he really going to go 100 as a rookie guy? And yeah, he slowed down in the second half and the last 3 quarters, and only scored 12 in the last 3, so really helped that out. And then, yeah, no one else here really, and I think Soligo isn't injured. I think it was a tactical sub on that part. Then we go to here, and well, for him scoring fancy-wise, it was a good performance, but him tagging Dawson and Laird, and also his disposal efficiency, this was a horrid performance from Curnow. And I think there might have even been calls for him to potentially even get dropped or just taken out of that role, because he clearly didn't do anything when Dawson and Laird, I think, both had 30. And he just kept on, I guess, tackling them and trying to do something. Walsh, another really good game from him. He started off really strong. Like, he was on, 22 after 6 minutes. And then, yeah, sort of faded a little bit. Akers, Chera, Cripps, Newman, Hewitt, they all didn't really have performances up to standard, I guess. So that really begs the question of, are they actually going to be a good side this year? I knew Cripps wasn't going to have a good year after the Brownlow. Like, he started really well here. He got 2 tackles in the quarter here. And then, yeah, really started well, but just faded basically in these 2 quarters here and didn't get a good enough score. Sard injured as well. That doesn't help. He'll be I think he's going to be in doubt for their next round. So another guy that I said maybe you could go for, but I don't like it because of the roles not really changed, and he scored a 62, so happy about that. And then, yeah, no one else really here. And then you have Holland here. You're going to beat his break even by 25, meaning probably another 20k or so, 18, 20k, meaning he'll go up into 420, and he's getting close to being ready for to be traded out to another rookie. And then you've got down here again, where is he? Lockie Cowan again beating his break even, so again going up by probably another 10 to 15k, so he'll be about 310, 315. But I don't see him going much more higher than this. I mean, he's not got much more, maybe another 50, 60k from him, because he's averaging 40 is generally about 320, 325k, and averaging about 45, 46 is around that 350, 360. So maybe he gets to a kick up a little bit, but I don't expect so. It looks like he got stuck on the bench a little bit, or he just has no tank at all. But yeah, and then they had the injury to McGovern, and then is this injury to McGovern, or did he just not play? And then Pitnet injured as well. He had a massive gash on his forehead, so he might be in doubt, but I think that he should be able to get up for the next game. So yeah, that's my review of the first game of the round, the Adelaide versus Carlton game, and how Adelaide really just overran them. What was the final score here? It was 118 to 62, a huge win for Adelaide, netting them into, I believe, a top. Are they 2-3 now? I believe. Let me just check this. I believe they're 2-3 and are a sneaky chance here. No, they're 3-2, so they are in the top 8 at the moment. They will probably fall out of the top 8 given the standings, given that North or Brisbane are going to jump them. No, maybe not because of their percentage. They might be in the top 8 now. Yeah, they're going to be in the top 8 just because of their huge percentage. That's a very good one to see. I'm not surprised that Adelaide are doing this well. And I really do like the way that they're playing at the moment, because Rochelli's getting a really good role, and I want to jump on him this week. That's going to be the plan, is actually to jump on Rochelli and English this week for Grundy and probably McGrath. I think, will be the one that goes, because I do like Duggan in this depleted West Coast side. So that's the video there and then. And I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.